The Treehouse Adventures presents Candy Island. Written by John Carcello and Mallory Page.
Hey everyone, you probably weren't expecting to see me here, huh? Well, the truth is, I didn't expect to be here either. My name is Rylan, and this is my little brother Creflo, but he's shy and he doesn't say much. This is the third foster home we have moved to since we were put into the foster care system a few years ago. And I'm not too sure about the other kids who are here. There's this kid, Richard, keeps going on and on about some treehouse and time travel, which sounds a bit out there to me. Then there's Jaylee. Well, there was Jaylee. She got adopted a few weeks ago, which upset her sister Jasmine. The good news is that the family that adopted her lives right down the street from the foster home, so Jaylee and Jasmine get to see each other often. Finally, there's Annalisa. I always feel like she has a lot more to say than she does. I frequently hear her mumble to herself something about being loving and kind. I don't know. It doesn't make much sense to me. I'm starting to wonder if we were sent here because they think something's wrong with us. That's the most plausible explanation considering the kids we've met. Anyway, I've been praying that God would send us to a place where we could make friends who love Him as much as we do. And while they all seem a little different, Richard is always reading his Bible, when he's not staring out the window waiting for a magical treehouse to appear. Annalisa posts scriptures everywhere in her room, and Jasmine prays every night before bed. So even though it's a little different than I thought it would be, technically, it is what I've been praying for. Anyway, that's enough about us. I wanted to introduce myself and my little brother before we go to Candy Island. Apparently, it's this giant community event that has lots of rides and delicious sweets. Big Jim and Harry, or the Wonder Twins as I like to call them, promised to take us there. Hey, why don't you come along so you can experience it too? I hear it's an event we'll never forget.
Chapter 1. The Road to Candy Island.
Richard, come on. Big Jim said if we aren't on the bus in the next 5 minutes, he's leaving without us. I promise you spend more time looking out of that window than professional bird watchers.
I'm sorry, Annalisa, but I don't want to miss it when the treehouse reappears. I miss it so much. I really want to go back in time again. Don't you?
Obviously, I want to go back to the treehouse, but staring out the window won't make it appear any faster. It's like Big Jim always says, a watch pot never boils.
Okay, I'm going already. What does that expression mean anyway? Who watches a toilet and waits for it to boil?
Be loving, be kind, be loving, be kind.
Is Harry seriously eating gummy worms? I don't know how his pancreas keeps up with his diet.
You're one to talk, Richard. You're always eating candy. I'm surprised your teeth haven't fallen out.
Whatever. You're just jealous that I have a knack for finding snacks and you don't.
Richard, I'm trying to behave here and remember what Jesus told me about not hurting people with my words. But I think one more word out of your mouth is going to make me forget everything that he ever said. So please, just get on the bus and kindly close the door and your mouth.
Annalisa, hey!
Well, it's about time. You took so long that I almost finished my road trip snacks, and we hadn't even started moving yet, huh, Big Jim?
Where have you been, Richard? We've been sitting out here for over 20 minutes.
Sorry,
He was just waiting on me to get done in the bathroom.
Well, you know what they say. A watched pot never boils.
Zip it, Harry. Now, Annalisa, I appreciate that you're trying to stick up for your little brother. Lord knows I always do that for Harry. But we both know that your bathroom break is not why you're late. And until Richard learns to take responsibility for his actions, he won't learn to make better choices. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Now, Richard, for every minute you made us wait, you have to wait to engage in any activities at Candy Island. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Now, you all fasten your safety belts and let's have a pleasant ride to Candy Island. That means no passing gas, Richard. No banter, Annalisa. No whining, Jasmine. And no, actually, this is the first trip I've been on with you and Creflo, Rylan. So hopefully, you two don't have any quirks that will be added to the list. But I guess we'll see. Oh, and Harry, let's keep the volume of your singing low, shall we?
You got it, Big Jim.
Sheesh. Big Jim is pretty wound up today. Is he always this rigid and grumpy?
No, not always. Sometimes he's worse.
Yeah, way worse. Like that time we forgot to brush our teeth for a week. So he made us clean the bathroom floor with our toothbrushes.
Yeah. Or the time my boyfriend came over and Big Jim sat between us on the couch reading the Bible aloud the whole time.
You read the Bible to you and your boyfriend? That doesn't sound so bad.
Yeah, except that it was the book of Leviticus.
Oh, yeah, that book doesn't quite scream romance. It screams other things, just not romance.
Yeah, or how about when he drained the pool so we had to stop swimming?
Yeah, because you peed in it.
Did not.
Did too.
Did not.
Did too.
My goodness, those two really fight a lot.
I know. They fight even more than they used to ever since Jaylee got adopted.
Jaylee used to keep them in line, huh?
Yep. She would always jump between them when things got too heated. But not me. I try to stay out of it. Music usually helps them calm down after a while, though. Besides, there are much more important things to do with my time than bicker. Especially not when we are headed to Candy Island.
Yeah? You're a big fan of candy, huh?
Me? Candy? As if.
Then why are you...
I'm excited about Candy Island because of their annual beauty pageant. It's a pageant that only the most beautiful girls get into. It's a pageant that I was born to enter. I was born to win. And I was born to crush Emily in.
Emily? Who is Emily?
Who is Emily? Oh, nobody. Just the girl who stole my boyfriend! Sorry I yelled. I just really, really dislike Emily. Ugh. Now I have to listen to music again to calm down.
Meanwhile, things went from bad to worse as Annalisa and Richard's disagreement escalated, resulting in a wrestling match on the bus. Big Jim, who at this point was ready to explode, shouted at the top of his lungs in a desperate attempt to restore order on the bus.
That is it. Stop it. Annalisa, Richard, both of you. Hey, I am talking to you. Harry, do something.
Big Jim pleaded for Harry's help since he was unable to intervene himself, but Harry was preoccupied by something he saw on the side of the road and was not listening to Big Jim either.
Let go of my hair, Richard.
Let go of my ear, Annalisa.
Let go of each other now. Both of you.
Big Jim shouted, hoping to be heard, but to no avail. Big Jim decided it was time for extreme measures and pulled over to the side of the highway, which was enough to get Annalisa and Richard to stop fighting, and shouted,
I have had it. Annalisa, Richard, we are going outside to have a talk.
Why do you want to talk to them on the side of the highway, Big Jim?
You too, Harry. Get out of the bus now. It's time the four of us had a little chat.
Annalisa, Richard, Big Jim, and Harry got off the bus to talk on the side of the highway. Unfortunately, Harry's fixation on a nearby billboard rendered him useless for the intervention.
What on earth has gotten into you two?
She started it.
Oh yeah, throw me under the bus. Big Jim, Richard is just mad because he keys in pools.
Oh yeah? Big Jim, Annalisa is just mad because she said you ruined her date by reading the Bible to her and her boyfriend.
Richard,
What? You know it's true.
next time you get in trouble, don't ask me for help.
That's enough, you two. Now, Richard, Annalisa is right. You did pee in the pool last year.
Ha! See? Told you.
And Annalisa, as long as you are under my care, I am not going to let you be alone with some boy. So you had better get used to old Big Jim being around when you have a boy over.
Ha! Take that, Annalisa.
Now both of you hush. I can't believe you two. You all seem to turn a corner after your encounters with Jesus, and now you're bickering more than ever. Annalisa, did you forget what Jesus said? And Richard, did you forget what Jesus did for you? I don't think Jesus is very pleased with how you are treating one another right now, and I am certainly not. Until we get this sorted out, we will have to stand out here on the side of the road.
I'm sorry for telling Ryland and Carpool you teed in the pool, Richard. That was low. Imaginable.
Thanks. And I'm sorry for pulling your hair, Annalisa. I was embarrassed by what you said. I should have used better judgment before I reacted.
Thanks.
I hate to interrupt whatever you all have going on over here, but this can't wait. Big Jim, I think we should turn around and go back.
What? Go back? What are you talking about, Harry? You love Cambia Island as much, if not more, than these kids.
Sure, I love Canby Island. But you know what I don't love?
What don't you love, Harry?
Rabid camels.
Harry, are you seriously scared of a cartoon camel? It's just a sign.
You bet it's a sign. A sign that we ought to turn around and head back before it's too late.
Camelot, where great savings meets great fun.
Fun and savings? I see what you mean, Harry. Sounds like a real haunted warehouse.
Don't you get it? It means they will have fun trying to save you from a lot of camels.
Lord, please come quickly. Okay, everyone, get back on the bus. We are only about an hour away from Canby Island.
Okay, but you all remember, I tried to warn you.